What's up, old school homies? Let's talk about why people collect rocks. There's tons of different reasons, so I'll tell you about some of them because why somebody would collect rocks is just the start. After that, there are several categories that you could kind of get stuck into, and let's just go further into that. One is being really natural about it. The whole geologist kind of angle is really seeking to know everything about rocks and their origins and what they go into, what they turn into, what they're all made of, what they're related to, classifying them all, the technicalities of rocks. So a mineral specimen like this would be interpreted by somebody as an entire story. A host rock, crystals growing out of it, its age, the temperatures it was formed at. A lot of different things go into the geologist's mind. The more detail they have, the further they are into happiness. But a geologist isn't technically a rock collector. They're more of like about the story than about being a rock collector, but there are a lot of geologists that end up being the best rock collectors by nature. Like, they just know more. And once they know where the good stuff is, they might just go pick it up and stop being so into naming. This one's pretty. I really like this specimen. It just didn't fit in the box, so I just show it off. A lot of people use rocks for meditation, metaphysical, for energy, protection, any sort of way that you can think of a rock figuratively. I like that kind of stuff because whether you believe it or not, once you start to learn all of the different things that people classify rocks for in a figurative way, it helps you pick them up. And it helps you see more interesting ones that you never would have picked up. And you're like, well, I'm not into Druzy quartz. Well, Druzy quartz is really actually a big deal to people practicing meditation because there's tons of different, it would just be a quartz like this, but there would be a lot of them. And the reflection of the light back on you would give you a different energy than just maybe 7 or 8 big ones. Or maybe like one big giant crystal would have a different feeling. So metaphysical people have their own different angles that I like appreciating because of the colors and the shapes and the sizes. It goes into appreciating the rock for its individual features. And it's not about naming the rock for its personal names. So I lean towards that way. It's more fun for me. What other people do we have? The egg people. They only like eggs. You know, if the rock's cut into an egg, they'll buy it. Scientific people. There's people that are just into the bones or just into the fossils. Those are rocks. People that are just into gems. This is a whole other way to get into it. Each clear mineral can have light reflected back out of it at a different way. Each one does. So to cut them to where the light reflects back into your face, and cutting them and sizing them and grading them, it becomes a lot of fun, and it glorifies the rock into something more than it ever could have been. So the whole gemology thing is great too.